Alright, good evening, folks. Another video. How's my Patriots doing? Good, I hope. Me, I'm enjoying my cold beers, as I always do. This one won't be too long. It's not really about politics. It's going to be more of a societal issue, which is all these police shootings. Recently, the on her back with her ankles up Kamala Harris and goofy Elizabeth Warren made very erroneous statements about how Michael Brown was ruthlessly murdered by a white police officer. Once again, ripping open all these racial freaking wounds and spreading all this false bullshit about police brutality. And it's not true. It's already been debunked. Even Obama's Department of Justice proved that they exonerated Officer Wilson in that. And they proved he did not murder him. The whole hands up, don't shoot was fucking bullshit. And yeah, there's a lot of them. Has there been some unjustified shootings? Yeah. Like the guy that killed Walter Scott. He got convicted and sent to prison for 30 years. There was another guy, I forgot what state it was in. I think it was in Wisconsin. I don't remember. But he was standing on the side of his car, and this black fellow just decided to drive off. He pulled out his gun and shot him and basically executed him. But later on tried to lie and say, oh, he tried to run me over. It's like, dude, you weren't even standing in front of the car. You killed that guy. Your job is to get in your car and chase him down, not execute him. So that was another unjustified one. And there have been a couple other ones, but it's not every single time. It's not like a police officer puts his uniform on to, gee, I wonder how many innocent black folks I can kill today. That's not what's going on, man. The last thing a cop wants to do is pull his gun out and have to shoot somebody. In an ideal world, cops wouldn't want to arrest anybody. But it's not an ideal world, and it's not a perfect world, and there's some bad people out there. And here's why I say this. I've seen countless YouTube videos where some of these black guys just don't fucking listen. They just don't listen. Okay? How many times, you can see all these videos where, how many times does the officer say, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground? Over 30, 40 times. Sometimes they even point the gun at the cop. Are you kidding me? Are you stupid? You point a gun at a cop? That's about 100% guaranteed to turn out badly for you. You're not going to make it. And I can say that from experience. I'm not going to get into details. That's my own personal shit. But a couple years back when I was living in Tennessee, I went through some shit like that. Where I was inebriated and drunk out of my mind, walking down the road, I did something stupid, and I got arrested for reckless endangerment. I went through the same exact scenario, where a cop with a gun loaded pointed at me, telling me, get your hands up, get on the ground. Why am I still alive to talk about it? Because it did exactly what the officer said, and he only had to tell me once, not 30 times. And it was a buzzkill. I instantly sobered up. I was like, oh shit, this is some serious shit here. And I knew, don't hesitate, but at the same time, don't make any fast moves. I slowly put my hands up. And, okay, get down on the ground. I got down on the ground. Spread your legs, spread your arms, palms down, fingers stretched out. Almost like you're making angels in the snow like we were kids. Just do that. And allow him to arrest you, and that's it. You'll have your day in court. Do you want that judge to see that, was he arrested for just that charge? Or now you got resisting arrest, fighting with the officer, obstruction of governmental administration, causing injuries to an officer, assault of a police officer, and all this other stuff. Just give up. You did something wrong. Be a man up to it, and own up to it, and allow him to arrest you. Don't freaking resist, and don't reach for your pocket, and don't point a gun at a cop. And you won't get shot and killed. Period. That's the reality of what's going on. It's ridiculous. They want to blame cops. They're walking around killing innocent black boys that are convicted felons with guns, and they do exactly what I said. They don't freaking listen, man. You can go on YouTube and see all these videos. They gotta stop that shit. You're not gonna win. Alright? You just surrender and you give up. So for them to keep perpetuating this lie, this myth of this hands up, don't shoot, and the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Because I'm sure every police officer puts his uniform on and say, gee, I wonder how many innocent black folks I can go out and shoot and kill. The last thing a cop wants to do is go pull his gun out and shoot somebody. In an ideal world, they wouldn't even want to arrest anybody. But it's not an ideal world, and there's some bad people out there. So arrests happen. So this whole thing, like the Eric Garner situation, he did put him in an illegal chokehold. And that one was kind of wrong. But at the same time, why didn't Eric Garner just fucking give up? Okay, they're accusing you of selling loose cigarettes. They still got to prove it. You'll have your day in court. You just turn around, okay, I'll put my hands behind my back, get arrested, and you could have been bailed out that night, no big deal. Why did he resist? Why did he start fighting? Why do you guys always fight, some of these black folks? Just agree and play the game. Dummy up and play the game, because that's all it is a game. When you resist and you fight and you pull all that shit, you only make it harder on yourself. You're not going to win, and it's another reason why y'all go to prison for a lot longer than we do. That's another argument that's been used, and it's bullshit. Oh, a black man is going to spend 10 times more time in prison than a white man for the same crime. Well, that's bullshit, and here's an example why. Let's say you got a white guy who's driving a stolen car, and a cop pulls him over. Most of the time, he knows he's caught. And, well, just pull over and cooperate and don't do nothing stupid because you're not going to get away. You're not going to win. All they can charge you with is operating a stolen vehicle. That's it. You can get a lawyer and argue that down, and it's not the end of the world. A lot of black folks, they race off, they take off, they resist arrest, they fight with the officer, they committing all these traffic lines, running red lights, running stop signs, risking freaking crashing into other cars, and so on and so forth. Almost nearly running pedestrians over. Well, finally, they crash and wreck the car. Then they go running, and then the cops got to go running after them. Then they fight with the officers, and fist in hand and foot and whatnot. That's why you get a bunch of more charges put on you for the same exact initial crime of operating a stolen vehicle. There's your reason why you go to prison a lot longer for supposedly the same crime. It was the same crime initially, but you get all these other charges tagged on you for being a fucking maniac. All right, I'm not going to go too much on that. I'm on 8 minutes, going by a 10-minute rule. That's all I want to say. But again, I want to reiterate, I've been through the same exact shit of going through a cop with first time in my life with a cop with a gun loaded, pointing at me. Had to go through the whole same shit. And I lived. Y'all live too. If you just do what you're told and cooperate and do exactly what the officer tells you. Period. End of story. And yes, it is that simple. Alright. That's it. I made my point. About these black shootings and dealing with cops and whatnot. Alright. God bless y'all and love y'all. Have a good night.